Hey, my name is Ray Flores. I'm a proud and loyal member of the First and 10 Tailgate. You're listening to First and 10 with my man, the main man, Vaz.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 26, First and 10 with Foz. It's your boy Foz here with his heterosexual life mate, Mike Maxwell. How are we doing tonight, sir?
Good, you, sir?
Dude, the Bears are fucking weird, dude. They are just the weirdest team in the entire world.
Yeah.
And they make no sense whatsoever.
None.
They come out every week and they're just a different team doing different stuff. One person's looking good one week and bad the next, and vice versa. We're gonna get into it, man.
We haven't even gotten weird yet. We're gonna get weird.
It's weird, dude. It's getting. We're gonna start getting weird on here too. Trust me. Weirder.
Yeah.
Bright news going into the week though. DJ Moore, NFC Player of the Week.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. First wide receiver since 1999, Marcus Robinson.
No one knew that answer. I don't care who you say you are.
No one knew it. I didn't know it. I looked it up too. Second wide receiver ever in Bears history to win the award, 104 years. Not sure how long the award's been going on for.
1984. So think about that. How many games there's
38 years?
We've got two wide receivers since 1984.
You gotta laugh.
And I mean, you could offer somebody $100 to tell you Marcus Robinson stats. They wouldn't be able to do it. So I mean, it's wild.
Marcus, even like Brandon Marshall, no one.
Alshon Jeffrey. Yeah. I thought maybe Marty Booker or Moose Muhammad. No, dude, Marcus Robinson.
Well deserved. DJ Moore is the man, dude. The bright hope of this season. So let's talk about that game, Maxwell.
Really? You sure?
What the fuck were they calling in the first half on offense? Like, I just had no idea what the play calling was even all about.
I had deja vu. I thought it was the Packers game all over again in week one. It looked identical to like arrogant, well, we'll just figure it out. Like Fields will just go out there and he'll just play and we'll be good. Like it's like complete arrogance. You
know what was working? Let's not do any of that.
Yeah.
And let's just do the complete opposite about what wasn't working in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, am I missing something? Or?
No. I think the only conclusion I could come up with is that the defensive coordinator for the Vikings realized just blitz a lot, and they won't be able to do anything. And he blitzed a lot, and they didn't do anything.
Exactly. They tested that offensive line that obviously folded, man. The offensive line was not too hot this year.
They were awful.
Or not too hot this game.
Awful.
Yeah, I just don't understand the play calling with the halfback tosses, especially like we're going to start utilizing the running back position during this game when we're down our top three running backs.
Sure.
I mean, Jonte Foreman's
looked fine. No, he's
a good running back.
He looked good. He wasn't a problem.
He only had like 70 yards, no touchdowns.
Still, he looked fine.
He looked fine, but again, like, why are we going to the run game when we're down our star running backs and not utilizing the pass game?
Well, in theory, then you would open up play action, but they don't do that. So I don't know. It seems like as simple as like I get it. Like you had to expect like Minnesota was going to watch that tape from Washington and say, well, we're not going to let DJ Moore be one-on-one. Like, so there should be other guys out there like Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet.
That's what I'm thinking. They were thinking. They're probably thinking like, oh, they're watching tape. We can't go out there the same week and do everything or do the same thing over and over again. And that's where I disagree, because when that's the only thing that works for you.
Oh, I'm not saying I agree.
And nothing else works. You have to stick with what's working.
I want two things every play on offense. Look for DJ Moore downfield or run.
Yeah.
if you're Fields. That's it. I don't
Yeah.
care about anything else.
Dude,
Like,
Cole Kmet, DJ Moore, top 2 priorities.
Fine.
If not, Mooney.
then if not, just run.
Yeah, if not, just run, dude. I mean,
But,
that's the game plan
I mean,
right now. That's what's working.
Yeah, but I mean, like you can't even hike the ball to Fields to get to a point where he's doing it because you had how many times did that happen in that game?
He was
7, 10.
Yeah, he was rushed a lot, dude. He was pressured a lot.
No, but I mean the bad snaps from the center.
Dude,
like,
yeah.
It was constant.
Yeah.
It was constant. Like, how do you have a center that can't snap the ball? Like, why not? Then if you can't do it, then don't run shotgun so much. Like it's like basic things that like they can't figure out.
Dude, I know.
And I don't know shit about football. I mean, I just watch it. That's it. But yeah, it is what it is.
The sad part about it all is throughout the first half and even going in the second half, which we'll talk about in a second, the defense looked great the entire game. Dude.
Played very good.
They looked awesome, man.
Yeah.
I mean, even the special teams came in and blocked a kick at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Edwards had that fumble recovery. Well, it wasn't a fumble recovery. It technically should have been, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh God, yeah, that was 1,000,000% was a fumble.
Yeah,
recovery.
that was a fumble recovery.
Yeah, that
dude.
was ridiculous.
That was a discount to Kirk Cousins, is what that was. So, anyways, we go into halftime, come out the third quarter, running the same bullshit again. Fields goes down and jams his thumb.
Mhm.
I mean, there was just the icing on the cake for that first half, as it is.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Tyler Baggett, man. What do you think about his performance coming in?
I'll just back up just a second. I was surprised Fields even made it to the third quarter. I mean, the first play of the game, he got obliterated in his back on his blind side to the ribs.
Yeah.
I thought he's done. That's it. He's done for the year. Like
He's a tough kid, man.
he's no doubt he's tough. So he took a beating all game. So it's amazing he made it to the third quarter. As for Bagent, he looked like exactly what I figured he would look like. A Division II quarterback who's never played any real competition and may not have a good arm. I mean, he made fast decisions. Good for him. He didn't look overwhelmed. I'll give him that. He quickly got rid of the ball. That's good. He needs to. But, I mean, he underthrew how many passes? I get his first game. It's first time getting in. I don't expect anything from him whatsoever.
There were a lot of negatives. There were some positives, though.
He's mobile, which I didn't know. That's good.
He was good mobile. I mean, obviously, he fumbled that ball the first drive that he had.
Yeah.
But then what did he do the second drive he came out there? Ran it downfield, man. Got to push it to the end zone. I mean,
yeah.
And again, we'll go into the second half now because really not too much happened in this game whatsoever besides Bagging coming in, the fumble, and the touchdown. But then the Vikings come back and score. And now we're on a 2-minute drive with a couple minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
We have all 3 timeouts, first down. Dude, worst play call ever, chucking that ball all the way into the end zone. 2 minutes left. You got a rookie quarterback. You had an opportunity to drive, win the game. You had no problem running the ball the whole rest of the fucking game.
Yeah.
Why are you not running it now? And then first drive, you go for that shot in the end zone, which if it was thrown correctly, it would have been a touchdown.
I think that's the bad part. It was way underthrown. It doesn't look like he has a lot of arm strength, which is not going to get you far in the NFL. I mean, who knows? Maybe he does. I don't know. Yeah. But I don't mind like seeing DJ Moore one-on-one throw it to him, which is what they should do all the time. I don't care how many interceptions they throw. You can't underthrow it like that. But yeah, I mean, they were driving well. It looked like they had a chance. I was getting kind of excited. I'm like, all right, they'll pull this out because you're playing a terrible Minnesota Vikings team who is awful.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Give that game away. They were trying to give that game away.
They were trying to give that game away.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe how bad Cousins looked, dude. Addison wasn't doing crap in replacement for Jefferson. I mean, secondary had him dialed in.
Yeah.
Run game wasn't there, dude. I mean, they were just trying to give us the victory the entire time, and we just kept on saying, "No, thank you, we're good."
You played down and beneath your competition. I mean, the Bears just don't have a team that takes advantage of situations. They just play 2 situations, and then they're backed into a corner.
And the Vikings have a horrible record at Soldier Field, coming into Soldier Field at home versus us, traditionally.
Yeah, you know who's got a worse record against the NFC North? Matt Eberflus. He's 0-8. So, yeah, that's true. But I mean, Kirk Cousins was the best offensive player on the field this past Sunday. That wasn't named DJ Moore. So.
Yeah. Comments are piling up, man. We're going crazy over here. We got 19 comments. Let's go through some of these comments here for a second.
Were they all from Matt?
They are. He's pissed. Bear Down Facebook user to you too. We got another Bear Down coming in the house. Doug, what's up, brother? Good evening, sir. Hi, baby. Love you. Hello, Facebook user.
Hello.
What up, Foz? I'm weird myself. There we go, Anna. Be weird. That's cool. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What else is going on? Love the t-shirt. Peanut Punch, baby. All day long. Thank you. We're all discombobulated out there. Yes, we are, dude. We're monkeys fucking a football out there. Is what we're doing.
It's
right
just
now.
from the top down. I mean, you have terrible. I mean, a better way to what do the Bears do good? I mean, their defense played good this week. That's great, and they looked better. But I mean, it's constant. How do you? This is no different than the beginning of the season. How do you come off a mini bye and look that bad offensively?
Dude,
there's no excuse for it.
Dude, there's no excuse whatsoever. And again, going back to it, how do you completely just give up on the game plan that's been working for you? The Fields down pass throws, dude, him scrambling out of the pocket, the RPOs, the moving pocket on the snap, dude, that's what's been working for us in the offense. Those are all of our completed plays, all of our big plays are on those moves. And it's like, let's not do any of that.
It was almost like the first play of the game was set up because they had no one in the backfield. They had 5 wideouts, and it's like, Getsy was like, this play's going to work so good, and we're going to get a touchdown. Immediately, within a second and a half, Fields is obliterated, and he's like, he just threw his book down and quit. It was almost just like, is Mike working? Like we don't have any plays coming in. Like it was almost like after that play, it was like, that's it, we're done for the
Aaron
day.
Rodgers was on the sideline like lemonade. Lemonade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go back to Green Bay, dude, because you ain't doing shit here, dude. I honestly believe he should have been fired after that game, dude. Something needs to start happening here, dude. These moves need to be made. I mean, we brought in Grandpa Death as a defensive assistant.
Who's promptly be fired at the end of the year because everyone's going to get fired at the end of the year.
Which
so
again,
it doesn't matter.
We could see Eberflus. I'm sure he's going to allow him to do a lot of what he wants to do. That's how greedy that guy is with his play calling. So
I mean, who even knows this guy's even going to be there? I've read that like he might just be like giving them advice like via being at home, like online, like so it's like streaming like them, like so. It's
but
like,
we're giving them advice; they can listen to us.
Sure, might as well. I mean, I never coached football, but I think I could figure out like what Justin Fields throw to DJ Moore. Okay, good, great. Like I mean, geez.
Yeah, dude, but completely discombobulated up there. We just looked like complete shit. It was embarrassing. I'm sorry I didn't watch because you jinxed my team. So that's Tiffany from ESF. Hi, Tiff. I was watching the Buffalo Bills game, and I tell her I'm cursed because I watch every Bears game, and that's why they're losing. Obviously, Buffalo comes back and loses the game. So she's been giving me shit all week, but deep down, she knows that she's the problem, not me. I'm just joking. Oh, man. That O-line is still trash. Looks worse than last year. It looked so good last week, dude. Like, what happened on the O-line this week?
They weren't blitzing much last week, Washington, which is always good.
True.
This guy, I think Brian Flores is the defensive coordinator in Minnesota. He just decided he's going to rush 6. I think it's like 70% of the time, and they were overwhelmed. They didn't seem to adjust. They didn't add an extra tight end.
Tevin Jenkins was our savior coming back, and he was going to be the missing piece.
I mean, they all played bad, especially center, though. I mean, Patrick and Whitehair couldn't snap the ball. Whitehair's terrible. They're bad. Our offensive line's
bad. That has
bad.
something to do with the pressure. That has to do with just basic
bad
formation.
Just bad.
Yeah, just bad.
You're just bad.
That's Pee Wee football snapping.
Yes, that's how bad it is. Like, it's good if we just get a play going. Like, that's not good.
This is why I drink, people. This is why I drink. Doesn't matter anymore anyways. I'm playing. Bear down. I love the shirt. Thanks, guys. Peanut punch shirt, baby. Defense guy. Baggins going to shine on Sunday. Defense guy. Mark my words. Dude, I think he has the prosper to come in and do something. I mean, the kid's definitely fighting. He's got that dog in him like DJ Moore said. So, I mean, the kid wants it, dude. So, I mean, there's nothing better than a football player coming out there with ultimate determination. This kid has everything to lose and everything to gain at the same time. So he's going to go out there and give it them all. You don't think so?
Well, I'm sure he will. I'm not saying he's not. I mean, it's.
Well, you just have this "he's gonna suck" look on your face still.
Well, I mean, Rudy gave it his all too, but he didn't really make it very far.
We're talking about a hobbit on the football field. That's not fair.
All right. Well, I mean, listen, I'm rooting for Bajan. I'm not rooting against him. I hope he does well. I would say just temper your expectations. If you think this is a Brock Purdy situation, you're way out of your
Why
skis.
can it not be a Brock Purdy?
Because Brock Purdy played in the Big 12 against actual competition in college, and this guy played in Division 2. And I'm not taking anything against him.
Yeah,
he's made it further than a lot of Division 2 quarterbacks have made it ever. So
definitely.
I'm rooting for him, and I'm not saying. I mean, listen, it would be a miracle if he winds up being good.
It'd be a Cinderella story.
If he just winds up being competent and a nice backup, that's a fucking victory. If he's competent and decent, that's a victory.
If we can put up 17 to 24 points in our defense plays like they did last week, I mean, we don't need him to come out there and throw 40
as long as Crosby doesn't come across the line and rip his head off.
Crosby's
and then we got to see the Peterman.
Don't talk about
I'm rooting for Bajan. We all are. None of us aren't. It's just you also don't get too far ahead of yourself, like with the Brock Purdy or Tony Romo things. Like let's just let them develop and see what happens.
There's gonna be stumbles.
He's gonna. I mean, listen, there was plenty of stumbles and just limited playing time. So let's just see what happens. Like it's a bad Vikings team.
Secret bagging, man. Hey, dude. The city's behind them. That's all.
Sure, Chicago loves their backup quarterbacks.
We do. We love,
especially their white backup quarterbacks.
I don't get it. What's up, everyone? Let's go. Bear down. Hey, Power Raider. He's not on here. He's coming in a few minutes, though, guys. He'll be here. I don't know who that is. You guys talking on the show. Waiting for Poles of Warren to step in and fire Flues already. He seems overwhelmed even at the pressures. Dude, this is the Flues move, man. The wipe the hair back. He does it all the time. You see him on the sideline. You see him in the press conferences. He doesn't even know what to say anymore.
He's not a good
guy's
speaker.
digging for like centimeters of like positive out of his ass right now.
Yeah, no. When he talks, it's very Trustman like when he talks. It's very like his sentences don't even make sense. Like,
Dude,
it's
no.
like, what are you talking about? But
he's trying to talk in circles around positivity,
and then just doesn't answer questions ever. He's very politician like. To what that guy said though, I mean that's going to be a Kevin Warren move because I mean if you're looking at Carolina's awful, so you're looking at a pretty good chance you're going to get maybe 2 of the top 5 picks right now. Do you want to give Poles the chance to do this all over again?
They said right now, as of today, the statistics were 54% that the Bears get the first and second pick with the standings right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty high, man. It's pretty high.
But I would like to hear from Kevin Warren. I mean, he did take over, and he's been like radio silent. I get that we're still mid-season here.
He was not radio silent prior to the season taking over.
No.
Again, we're approaching halfway through the season, man.
And he doesn't seem like a guy who's going to just allow ineptitude everywhere. So, I mean, they said he was very thorough with interviewing everyone in the organization. Yeah. I doubt he's happy about this.
Who can possibly?
But at the same time, now, what does it matter if they fire Eberflus? Like, who cares? Like, you're. I think the percentage is like there's like a 1.2% chance they could make the playoffs now, so they can't make the playoffs.
So we fire Eberflus. We still have his system to run because that's everyone's been practicing,
great,
running the playbook, everything. Like, who's coming in to fill the role?
Somebody takes over.
Yeah.
Great. Who cares? You might as well just leave this nitwit in there to coach. Yeah. Now, I mean. You got it's just so bad. It's just so bad. It's so like you're looking at the point like this guy might be the worst.
It's a balloon just sailing around the air.
Think about the last few Bears head coaches. This guy might be the worst of them all.
He's the worst Bears coach of all time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like that's just staggering to me. Like
that's a technical stat. He's the worst Bears coach
and
of all
like
time.
Like the eye test too. I mean, it's just so bad. Like they look unready. They look arrogant. I don't get it, man.
Are they overcoached? Are they undercoached? Are they confused? Is he not being? Well, you talk about the way he gives his press conferences and how confusing those are.
Yeah.
If that's the way you're talking to the fucking team, these guys probably don't know what the hell you're even talking about. They're probably just nodding their head.
He grades like every play in practice and has like the coaches like grade every play. It's like what the fuck is this dude? Like it's. I can't wait for him to get fired. I just can't.
Soon, my friend. Soon. Can you approve GoGoPowerRaider to the group? He's already in my group. All we can do is hope at this point. Damn right, that's all we can do. Salute fellas in the chat. What's up, CJ? How we doing, sir? CNG podcast, good guys, my guys. He's the next Brady. I want to be smoking whenever they're smoking, man. Come on, Billy, the next Brady. Not Billy. Billy, I know he's smoking some good shit, so that's why he's saying that. Oh, man. Baggy looked good in the preseason, but like you said, I'm not getting my hopes up. Let's see if the O-line protects him. He likes to hang in the pocket a lot more. I thought he moved out of the pocket pretty fast with the ball on Sunday. I mean, probably hence some of the reasons why those throws were off the way they were off because he was being pressured so much. But, yeah, I think you give that kid some time in the pocket, man. I mean, he was throwing like 1-2 second dropbacks there. So, I mean, Justin Fields is averaging 4 going into the last couple games. So, I mean,
all right, he gets rid of the ball.
We're trying to be hopeful, damn it, Maxwell. Okay.
It's just, man, we're at this point now. Like, your guy that you drafted in the first round looks like it's not going to be the guy.
Yeah.
Now we're back to the old, well, hopefully this guy's okay, or we'll put this guy in, or we'll draft this guy or sign this guy. And it's just like, how the fuck do we wind up back here already? Like,
here's a question to you and a question to all of our viewers. When is a win a loss for us, like how it was last year, meaning that we're going to fall out of that contention for the first two possible picks? I mean, like you said before, the odds of making the playoffs, like we're at the point currently right now. What's the point besides morale and moral victory on winning games at this point?
Short of like there's a miracle and Bajent is really good. Other than that, nothing. There's none. They should lose.
Dude, he's probably going to be in for 1 week. I mean, they already said that Justin Fields is probably.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, that's especially on your throwing hand. That's not. I mean, unless they just got a complete miracle break and he's totally fine.
Adam Schefter, one of the only trustworthy guys out there, said they're going to determine when he can come back, when he can grip a football with it again. Yeah. But, I mean, he was still questionable for Sunday as of right now. But I guess background saying he's already ruled out for Sunday. But, dude, I mean, who knows, man? I mean.
We'll see. I don't think so. I mean, this could be several weeks that he's out. So, if it is, I mean, you're sunk anyway. So.
No, don't leave him in because there's always going to be a chance. They'll keep him in 1 more year and fuck it, even more. And then they do draft another QB in the story all over again. I mean, are they going to draft another QB this year? I mean, that's a good point.
I mean, if you've got the top 2 picks or even a number 2 pick, I don't see how you don't. I don't see how you can't.
What if Justin Fields comes back and balls out the rest of the year?
I just see too much regression in Fields. I mean, how does it? It just seems like we all got excited after the Denver and Washington game. It's like, all right, maybe those first 3 weeks they try to make him something he's not, and then he looked good, and he looked awful this week. I mean, it ain't just on Getsy and the coaching. He looked bad. He was holding the ball again way too long. He's very indecisive in the pocket. He just when it seems to be any pressure, he gets very uncomfortable, and that's not good traits. And we're 30-something games in him as a starter
32.
Now. Yeah, so it isn't like it's been 5 weeks. You know what I mean? So I'm not all the way out, but I'm pretty much out the door and leaving the party, and I'm in my car at this point. I mean, honestly, it sucks, and I don't want it to be there, but you have to eventually look at it and say, I just don't know. I don't think he's the guy. I just don't. And
you're in there saying, do I drive and risk it, or do I call an Uber?
And it's like we don't. None of us as Bears fans want to deal with this again.
Dude, and that's what it all comes
down. So we're all trying to convince ourselves, like, yeah, he looked good that week, and he's a really good, by all counts, a really nice kid. And he's a really hard worker, and he's definitely tough. There's no doubt about it. And he has all the intangibles to be good. He just can't put it together, or hasn't put it together.
If you eliminated the Bears' history of the quarterback position from this current situation, would you even be considering keeping Fields at this point? Or is it just the fact of everything we've been through with Chicago Bears quarterbacks?
I would say now I would not, period. Like, I don't care Bears or not. If I have the number 1 pick, I'm drafting a quarterback. And let there be competition. Whoever the best one is, and if it's not Fields, you trade him for whatever you can get for him.
And then, dude, what if you don't? That like the top 2 quarterbacks go or whatever, they end up being studs in the NFL, and
maybe. I mean, I don't
know.
Another
hashtag under the Bears' belt of horrible.
Did anyone else watch that USC Notre Dame game Saturday? Because I did, and I was underwhelmed by Caleb Williams.
He looks like shit.
And he doesn't look very big either. I haven't really sat and watched him a lot, but I watched him Saturday, and I was underwhelmed. And he's going to play nothing but good teams going forward. So we'll see about that. Now, I know these other kids, Penix and May in North Carolina. It just sucks for all of us that this is where we're at again.
Yeah, dude. Again, back in the car seat of a brand new quarterback,
and all starting over, possibly with front office, possibly with coaching. I mean, we're all just sick of it.
Kirk Cousins is the answer. Said no.
No.
Now do we trade and bring in Kirk Cousins for the rest?
He's a free agent. No, he's a free. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can still get rid of him right now, can't we?
Oh sure. And then you're gonna buy.
Or the Vikings can still get rid of him.
Yeah. By the trade sure. That's what we need to do. Give up future capital for fucking the corpse of Kirk Cousins for 8 weeks of nothing.
So he can get us to the first round of playoffs and then completely blow it.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Kirk Cousins we traded for him and he brought us to the playoffs right now, I'd sign him to a contract immediately. I wouldn't care.
Stop.
A miracle worker. A man could walk on water at that point.
All right. We're waiting for Power Raider to come on, brother. Waiting for you to come on backstage, man. Whenever you're ready, come on back, and me and Maxwell are ready for you.
But, I mean, with the Justin Fields thing, I mean, what do you think? I mean, at this point now, let's say he's out 4 weeks. I mean, it's kind of over with at this point then.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what's the point at this point? I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like I said, we're at the point right now, getting to halfway through the season, that we're playing for the draft picks again, dude. We're playing for the draft picks again.
Exactly. And, like, he might not be 100% the rest of the year. So how do you even evaluate if he's any good the rest of the year? So I mean, you're past the point. I think you're
again.
I think with this injury, and if he's out more than a week, I think you're done with it. I think you're done, and that sucks, and I hate that, but I think it's done.
Oh no! We suck again.
We suck again, guys. We suck again. All right, Power Raiders backstage, guys. But before we bring them on, we got to do something first.
All right then. It's morphin' time! Dragon Sword! Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus.
We're good! We're ready to morph into action!
Welcome to the show, Steve. Go Power Ranger. What's going on, my guy?
Who was that guy? Who was that
That
guy?
was you, brother. That was you getting ready for the Raiders game on Sunday. Oh, man. I had to. I'm sorry. You said
It's all
go
good.
as a Power Ranger. You're going to get some Power Ranger stuff.
Yeah. You know what?
How are we doing tonight, sir? Thanks for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you guys for inviting me. I'm excited to see you guys this Sunday. It's gonna be epic. I know you guys have a very rough start, and there was hope there. There was hope there when you guys took out the Commanders. I was kind of getting shaky. I'm like, oh man, you know what? You guys, I think it was a 40-20 or something like that. And then I was like, maybe Justin Fields, he got his feet all together or something, And then I was like, oh man. Well, then the Vikings came. I'm like, okay, it's got to be the coaching or something.
And he said, "Wow, we got nothing to worry about this Sunday."
Yeah, we got a cakewalk coming to Soldier Field now. Whatever, Power Ranger. We're going to win on Sunday. So you're actually coming to the tailgate, too, this weekend, right? You'll be at 1st and 10 partying with the rest of us?
You know what? Shoot me the information. I was talking to my good friend Hollywood Raider, which you'll see also in Chicago. He's all decked out, blinged out and everything. We were just talking maybe an hour ago. He's all like, dude, do you know where all the tailgating's at? Because freaking A, he didn't use the freaking A. He used another word. But he's all like, I don't know where to go. I don't know where the tailgating is at. And I don't know where to park my damn car. I mean, like, it's like parking's like super far away. But if you could give us the inside scoops, because this is the first time I'm attending a game in Chicago. Although I have family in Chicago, I've been to the Soldier Field. I've been to your aquarium. I've been to the Willis Tower, the Bean and everything. And I've been everywhere over there. I have family over there, but I've never been at a game there. So if you could give us the in and outs, and that would help us out, or shoot me an info.
The Fat Tailgate's where it's going to be at, my friend. I'm going to shoot you the flyer over in your DMs after the show, dude. Park right there. It's $30 to park. Food truck, all you can drink. It's $25 a person, dude. You guys are all hooked up, man. So make sure you guys come there and tell your buddies about it, dude. It's going to be a badass time, man. It's supposed to be some decent weather, too, thank God.
There you go.
All right, but dude, let's get into it, man. Let's get into the history of Steve the Power Ranger. Friggin', when did you start becoming a Raiders fan? Born and raised, family?
Born and raised, living here in LA. My parents are first generation immigrants from Mexico, and that was our team to go to. They always been invited to all the games in LA, and I stayed behind my family as we got babysat. They went to go party at the Coliseum and all that. I was small. I was born in '86, and so in the '90s, I was still young. I was a youngster cat. But being that said, growing up in the '90s, my two favorite things was watching Raiders football and watching the Power Rangers. Power Rangers aired in 94, 93, and started watching both of them. And I'm like, hey, to answer your question, how did I become Power Raider? Well, when the Raiders decided to make the move to Las Vegas, put it this way, picture me weighing 320 pounds, brother. That's how much I weighed in Oakland. I weighed that much in Oakland, and I told a lot of my good friends and a lot of the Raider players since I've been going to the Oakland games since 2015. My good friend Rick and Karen Silos, they would sponsor me and take me out to the club area in Oakland, and I would hang out with, you name it, with Howie Long, Ira Matthews, Cliff Grant.
Awesome.
You name it. I'm just the legends. And I was telling them, hey, you know what? I might be a character, just to hang out, because we're not going to be able to afford those club seats, because we already saw them. They were over $100,000 just to be in Vegas. And just to, hang out with everybody. And And it's funny because now that I'm good friends with a lot of the people within Raider Nation. They never saw me in Oakland, but I have pictures and videos from all over Oakland, and it's because I hanged out with nothing but with Raider players. And then they're like, dude, you know all these players, and in the beginning when I came out as Power Raider, I had a lot of different signing events with different players, and they're like, well, where did you come from? Everybody's like, where the hell did you come from? And I'm like, well, now I got to be with everybody, because I'm not one of those rich corporations that owns club seats,
I hear that, brother.
So I started getting to know everybody, the deep down to the roots. I would say that my love for the Raiders grew even deeper coming to Las Vegas, because now I got to meet the people firsthand, one-on-one basis. Whereas before, it was just me going to the club, hanging out with the players, drinking up, getting wasted, jumping back on the BART train, which is the train that would take you straight to the airport, and catch the flight back home. And I've never built those relationships or built a rapport with anybody, because it was just me and the party me, and I was drinking so much beer, and then I got super fat.
It happens, sir. It happens.
And so when I told them, hey, I'm gonna be a character, because I'm a good-hearted person. I always help out a lot of people. I would always do all these fundraisers for charities. And they're like, well, if you're going to be a character and all that, and you're already doing the charities, it's going to go well, And
oh, yeah, most definitely. We'll get to that in a second, man. So backtrack a little bit. Are you a season ticket holder right now for the Raiders?
I am.
Okay. So obviously not in the club seats. You're sitting in pretty decent seats, though, right?
I'm in the 300 level. I would say my seats are like box office seats because it's handicap accessible. So they're fluffy friendly, These chairs are like, I got my own outlet there, so I could charge my phone whenever I want.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, nice. They're leather seats, and I'm like, man, I scored because literally the stage is right next to me, the torch is right next to me, nothing obstructs my view. I don't have to get up for anybody if somebody needs to get out of the lane or anything like that, because it's all individual seats. It's like, it's perfect. I mean, those are some of my friends that have been in my seats this year. They're like, bro, these seats are awesome. I'm like, yeah. And then you get the perfect view. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love being in the black hole, hanging out with the friends, but it's kind of hard to watch the game, just from the end zone. I'm caddy corner in the stadium and section 303, and I could see everything, the whole game. I'm like, wow, this is incredible. And awesome. I was blessed with that opportunity. And if my wife's watching, I'm sorry, babe, I love you. Yeah, I'll tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. This is a funny story, because this is my back house. I have a second house in the back, and everything in the front house has.
Is that where your wife's gonna kick you out to after the show tonight?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get to that. So everything back here is all Raiders. The front house that has nothing to do with Raiders. My wife said, all your Raider stuff back here. Anyways, I slept back here for almost a month because I didn't tell my wife that I withdrew from my 401k to purchase my PSL tickets. Yeah. There was an opportunity, came in. I got so excited. I'm an impulsive shopper. I'm like, oh, let's go. I got it. And
I will say this, though. It is always easier to ask forgiveness.
Oh, you always ask for forgiveness instead of permission. Yeah.
Permission, you wouldn't be sitting where you're sitting right now.
No.
Right?
So does she go to the games with you?
She goes to some of them. I mean, now that she's gotten to be good friends with a lot of my friends from Raider Nation. In fact, she's stealing my friends now. Like some of my friends that are watching, they could vouch for that. And she has a bubbly attitude, very infectious energy, where everybody just wants to be around her. She's very loving, and she has a high energy, and I love that I started getting her more involved.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like everyone knows, I do my tailgate with my wife, dude. And it's like the absolute best in the world, dude. Something to do as a couple, as a family. We get our kids involved in everything too. So you can always sell that as that was the reason to diminish your 401k. I did it for the family, babe. I did it for the family. No.
I actually did a whole Excel and I did a PowerPoint presentation, and I'm like, wifey.
But you did it afterwards.
My stocks are going down, whereas the PSL and the prices for the tickets to the Raiders are going up. I'm like, it only makes sense.
There we go.
And
Trust
it's the
football
truth.
fans over the stock
You could
market.
pay off the 401k with the ticket sales.
There you
I'm
go,
serious.
man.
I am serious. I'm not lying, guys. Like every game day we have in Las Vegas, there's a halftime, like a Super Bowl halftime performance.
Yeah.
There's a celebrity there. And
Why don't you talk about some of those? I've
Yeah,
been
I was going to
seeing
ask you,
those,
like,
yeah.
how is this Vegas stadium? It's got to be insane compared to any other football stadium.
You know what? We only spent $2 billion, and I'm only saying we only because SoFi Stadium, they spent $6 billion in that stadium,
Yeah.
which they share with the Chargers, the Rams and the Chargers. And honestly, it's a greenhouse effect. That stadium is super hot, muggy. It's not comfortable. Unless you have a suite, then you're good. You have AC. But throughout the whole stadium, it's hot and muggy. I mean, I'm serious. It feels like a rainforest in there. It's so much humidity. I'm like, ooh, it's bad. It's like, oh, I don't like it. Now, Vegas, it's enclosed. Although we have the retractable windows
Yeah.
to open up and everything, they never have it open. I'm pretty sure because of AC. And also, when I did the tour, they told us
it's also because you're in the fucking desert.
Yeah, it's 100.
Get out of the desert. There's
Right,
nothing that lives out there. No,
but they actually won't open it. If the winds are higher than 12 miles per hour, they will not open those windows. And I'm like, I think that's every day.
yeah. Dude, Vegas, the amount of money people are paying, they want it to be comfy inside that stadium.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
that was a smart decision on their end. So why don't you tell us about some of the halftime shows that have been there? Some of them you've seen. I know T.I. was there this last weekend, right?
Oh, yeah. T.I.
Well, there was like a 90s hip-hop night before,
cool.
dude. Which is awesome.
Yeah. They had Ice Cube once last year. We opened up our preseason game last year. I think it was last year with Carlos Santana.
Oh, that's
cool. So many celebrities. I don't even know their names. I know their looks, but
yeah,
it's just been incredible. Just the amount of artists that are just in Las Vegas and like, hey, I want to perform, and they get the contract and they perform. I'm wondering, I think they have Usher for this Super Bowl. I'm not even sure.
Yeah,
I think that
they do.
Yeah, they got Usher. And last year when the Bears played, they had Ludacris as the halftime show.
That's awesome.
Bears versus Oakland last year at your guys' stadium. So that's awesome, man. So getting back to Raider Nation, I know, like you said, a bunch of you guys are coming out this weekend. We're excited to have you at 1st and 10. But you guys are all ESF too, which makes it a little bit cooler, man. Why don't you talk about yours and all your ESF Raider Nation guys?
Yeah, I actually got invited in ESF when I came out as PowerRaider. A lot of people were like, how did you come about with a PowerRaider? I'm like, well, I just mashed up the two things growing up watching was Power Rangers and Raiders football. And they asked me, oh, what do you get involved with? I told them about the charities. And then it was COVID during that year. And one of our Raider friends, he's also a super fan. He lost his mom and his dad to COVID. And I started fundraising. He didn't even ask me or nobody asked me to do it. But I was selling my patches already 2 months prior to that. And I started collecting the money and I was just going to donate it to ESF. And when I heard about his mom and dad passing away, I donated it all to him and his family. I didn't make not even a dime out of those patch sales. And in fact, I would say like 97% of all my patches are given out for free. All my stickers are given out for free. I do it all for the love of Raider Nation, the love for the kids, just to give them the hype and the excitement. Because if you're like, 5, 7 years old, if you're not really into football's going to be boring for you, And so if I give them a sticker or patch or something like that and take a picture with them, they're going to be excited. And even for Christmas, this will be my 3rd year I'll be giving out Power Ranger toys. Every year I've been giving out Power Ranger toys. Awesome. And everybody knows that. And they started calling me during my giving season. They call me Ho Ho Power Raider. Instead of Go-Go, they call me Ho Ho Power Raider. And it's pretty cool, actually, that was Brian from All In All to Win. He actually goes, this is the 2nd season, he goes to every game for the Raiders, flies out to every game, and he's the one that gave me that name. He's like, I'm going to start calling you Ho Ho Power. So
that's awesome, man. That's an awesome name.
Pretty cool. And so I just hooked up with Tiffany, and Tiffany got me in, and from there it was just off the hook. Yeah, I mean, when they decided to do their draft party in Las
You
Vegas.
got your coin tonight, sir?
Oh man, dude, let me tell you something.
No, I don't know if you watched the show. Don't know if you watched the show.
I'll do my push-ups. That's not a problem. My friend, and I'm gonna call you out because you didn't give it back to me. My friend Jesse, which is GoGoPowerRaider, he went to what game was it? An away game. I forgot. He said, "Can you lend me the coin?" Oh, to the Bills, the Bills Mafia game. And then it's called. He's like, "Can you lend me the coin because I lost my coin?" I'm like, I'll lend you the coin, but you got to give it back to me. And it's been on like 3 weeks.
Well, he's annoying. He's a known loser of the coin. You don't give the guy stuff who's losing stuff, man. Come on.
And so I mean, he's my buddy. I'm gonna back him up, but I mean that's why I don't have my coin. I have my Raider Nation coin, but I don't have my ESF coin because he has it.
All right, let's see 10, bro. Let's get some wall push-ups going, sir. Let's see him.
I'll get them done.
Tiffany's watching. You're gonna be in trouble, dude. Okay, Tiff, you saw this. He denied it. She's gonna get you on the ESF board.
You know what? Jesse, GoGoPowerRaider is gonna do the push-ups because he still has my coin. But I'll do them. If he doesn't do them, I'll do them. I don't mind. I do my push-ups daily.
I want a video of the push-ups and putting them on next week's show.
All right, cool. You know, I'll do my push-ups with a bear on my back.
There we go. Some people don't call me a bear. I could just sit on your back and do the push-ups.
Oh, no.
So what else you got going on this season, man? I know you've been, like you said, you're doing a bunch of charity stuff, bunch of work. You're a season ticket holder. You're coming down for this game. What else is on the docket the rest of the season, my friend?
So, last year I did 14 games. This year I would only do 13 because I spent a pretty dime this year because I purchased my my season tickets this year. I bought it all off. It was like $24,000 altogether, and so I'm kind of like budgeted right now. And so, but yeah, like, what's the other gentleman's name with you, Mike?
Maxwell. Like he mentioned, I could sell my tickets and make money, and it has helped. You know, that has helped me. You know, alleviate a lot of the pain, the upfront cost pain. But this season, the 2 away games that I'll be doing, I already did the Chargers game, and I'll be doing the Chicago Bear game. I was supposed to be in Miami, but
We're supposed to be in Miami, but his power went out.
What are you gonna do?
This stupid StreamYard, I'm telling you. Let's give him a sec here.
You got to pay the electric bills with that 401k.
You paid all the money towards the seat this year. Give him a break, man. All right, let's hang tight with
Damn it! I was going to ask him a personal question too about the Oakland A's possibly moving out there. Hopefully he'll come back.
All right, I'll bring him back in a sec. Oh, now he's back.
All right. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
No, it's all good, man.
You know, I'm on live, and I have people from Raider Nation calling me, and I don't know why they're calling me because it keeps interrupting. You know, and even though I post that I'm going to be on live, I don't know why they call, but
it's all good, brother. Maxwell, the question for you, though.
Actually, you said you grew up in Oakland?
No, I grew up here in LA. And
all
I
right.
I live in Whittier right now, and you know, you'll be the second person to know. I'm actually selling my house. I'm gonna be moving to Las Vegas.
No.
So are you a baseball fan at all, or no?
What's up?
Are you a baseball fan at all?
Oh, hell no. I only follow football because it takes away a lot of the time with my kids and my family. Because, you know, as a super fan, you know, it's just as busy as off season, you know, doing the gatherings and the fundraisers and the meet and greets and all that. And imagine if I did something else, another sport, it'll be too freaking crazy. You know, and so like right now,
Dude, I totally agree, man. Like, there's a guy from the Philadelphia sports guy who does like every single super fan of every single game. Like,
rich single guy, it's great.
Yeah, dude, you have to be, bro. You have to be.
That guy with the mohawk, yeah, I see
the Philly sports guy, dude.
Yeah,
he does every team. He's like a super fan, dresses up, goes to every game. Like,
well, he's having a time right now.
Oh yeah, he is, my friend. Maybe the only nice Philly sports fan out there, too. Easiest up. I met him at the party. Super cool guy.
That's cool.
All right, my guys. So we got the Bears-Raiders coming up this weekend. What are your predictions for the game, my friend?
Well, if the Bears keep playing the way they played last week,
They will.
I'm gonna be counting on your offense to block each other. You know how your center, I don't know, something wrong with your center, and then your offense.
Which one?
Yeah, they're both bad, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an amazing day for our edge rushers, Tyree Wilson and Max Crosby. They're gonna have a whole enchilada there. It's gonna be crazy because the way the O-line is playing. I don't know if you guys are doing it on purpose. You guys already have the first 2 picks for the draft, but like we talked about it yesterday. I'm like, hey, leave us that quarterback. He only wants to play with the Raiders, but money talks, so we'll see what happens. And but my predictions, definitely the Raiders will win, and hopefully it's another high-scoring game because again, for some reason, the Raiders have bad luck with easy winning games, and these past 2 games have been very tight. Playing with Chargers and Green Bay Packers, it was just. I was out the edge of my seat the whole time, like, come on, we should be destroying these people, and we're not. We look so good in paper, but on the field, our play calling is horrible. We're not able to score in the red zones and all that. And, I mean, if it wasn't for our defense, we would have definitely lost the last 2 games. Mm-hmm. We played Green Bay Packers. We had 3 interceptions there. And last week against Patriots, we got interception, sack, and a safety. And it's
what's the score, bud? I want to hear the score.
Let's see here. I would say
you sound like a Bears fan. You're jumping around with a bunch of emotions because your team's all over the board. We feel you. We know that, sir. It's so hard to pinpoint what they're going to do week by week, right, man?
I would say 28-3 Raiders.
You dick! No, I'm just playing. No, that's pretty funny though. I don't think it's going to be 28-3. What do you think, Maxwell?
Well, the Raiders are going to be going with Brian Hoyer, I think, as quarterback.
Yeah,
and
battle the backups.
And
this
I
weekend,
am adamantly in the field of they have an idiot as a head coach. But with all that said, the Bears have a worse head coach and a worse team. I'm going to go Raiders 20, Bears 13 because I don't know what the hell this quarterback's going to do or anything else is going to be.
Dude, our secondary played really good. Besides Devontae Adams, another one else really impresses me on that receiving core.
No.
Josh Hoyer has to get the ball to Devontae Adams. And our corners were absolutely amazing last week. So given our defense and the question mark about Bagent, I think he's going to have a good game and come out and throw some bowls. So I'm going to say Bears 24 to Raiders.
I'll just say 3. Come on.
17. 24-17 Bears.
Okay, I'm exiting the show now. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll be honest. I almost wanted to pick a tie. He told me I had to pick somebody because I think both teams suck. So
it's going to be 6-6. Another game that should be moved to Thursday Night Football. The Bears should just be on Thursday Night Football.
It's the Thursday Night Football team.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Steve. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you this weekend at the tailgate. We're going to have a blast, man. So, like I said, I think everyone is Captain Jack coming to the tailgate. Have you talked to him?
Jack, I believe he is coming. I'm not sure, but I know when Hollywood comes, usually Captain Jack comes with him. So
good. He's being called out, so make sure to talk to him. Let him know. I'll send you over the flyer, bro. Make sure to send it out to all your guys who are coming so they know about it. All right?
Yeah, definitely send me the stuff. I'll share it up, and I appreciate you guys inviting me to your tailgating. I mean, obviously, like I tell everybody, hate the team, don't hate the fans.
Exactly, dude.
Promote good sportsmanship, and that's what I do. Every time fans come to visit, hey, welcome to Legion Stadium. I hope you're having a great time. If you have any problems, reach out to me or reach out to the guest services. And our team, even our staff at Legion Stadium, they're very friendly. I mean, it's happened before where people get in people's faces, and they'll accommodate people. They'll move them to somewhere else in the stadium. They want to actually kick out people. They'll move people around just to have everybody happy. It's Vegas. Have fun.
Dude, exactly. And I totally agree with you, man. Like, First and 10 tailgating, we're a fan of fans tailgate. We don't discriminate. We don't hate. We respect everyone who comes out rooting for their team, especially people spending the money to travel on top of going to the game. That's like a whole nother league of super fandom. So definitely a good time, man. Even with my show, I love having all you guys on, all the super fans, all the different teams. It's supposed to be fun at the end of the day. Stop the fan hate, people. Don't be an Eagles fan.
There you go. And really quick, Mike, for those of you guys, I know some of you guys messaged me where I get my chain. You know, you get a custom made chain. My sponsors, my good friends on Instagram at Raider Dolls. Just look at them, Raider Dolls. They'll be able to make your own custom chain. So all your super fans out there from any fandom, reach out to them. You know, baseball, basketball. They do all the custom stuff for you, and they'll hook you guys up. And even for you, Mike, you know.
Don't tell me. My wife will divorce me if I get another chain, man. I have like a wall of chains behind me right now. Some might say I have a problem.
Even for Maxwell, you know, for your show, something in the background, you know, 1st and 10.
Hey, we'll talk in this the messenger, not live, bro. Not live. We'll talk later, okay? All right, brother. I appreciate it, Steve. I'll see you on Sunday, man. Thanks for coming on the show, homie.
Thanks, man.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, boss. Later.
All right, bye.
All right. So we got another question, too, while we were on the show. Something we haven't talked about in a little bit. Moving the Bears out of Soldier Field has been kind of a little hiatus talk about that.
Yeah.
You would think with them losing right now as much as they are, it'd be a little bit more of a topic. I heard they're going to rebuild the racetrack instead of moving Soldier Field there now. That's been an online joke now. So.
Yeah, they might. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm still hoping Arlington Heights is in the conversation.
Yeah, I think it's still that whole
tax
tax issue with the schools. I think with what the cut of the taxes is going to be that they're going to receive from it is still the whole sticking point. So I think both sides are sticking their feet in. And
yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle for 5, 6 years.
You're talking 5, like earliest 5 years from now. Like,
if we're lucky.
Absolutely. I mean, all that steel, all that work, all the bullshit you're going to put up with.
They have to redo the entire town because there's no way.
Absolutely. All the infrastructure you have to redo. So you're talking years and years away. So
yeah, we'll get to it eventually. My beard might be completely white on this show by the time we start really getting the details.
Who knows where we'll be by then.
These fucking seasons so far. All right, guys, like we talked about, Bears Raiders this Sunday, 1st and 10 tailgating, 524 Wabash, $25, all you can eat, all you can drink. We'll have the food truck out there, bags, DJ, house tower, the whole shebang. Cash in hand at the tailgate. We might sell out, though, because of the crowd coming with Raider Nation, so we recommend everyone go to fattailgate@gmail.com and pay PayPal online. Just put down your name and that you're paying for the Raiders game, and that way you can guarantee your spot right away. Come to us and get your wristband as soon as you get there, and then party hard, my friend. Next week, we'll be doing the follow-up show. Maxwell's going to be on vacation, so I'm bringing the special guest, El Jefe, Ralph Gomez, on the show to do the show with me next week, so that'll be a good time. We'll be breaking down the outcome of this Sunday, talking about the upcoming battle with the Chargers. And Doc Lightning from Thunder Alley will be on the show. He's an awesome guy, super fun. Hung out with him at the Tailgate Hall of Fame. And then mostly all of our Fat Tailgate is going to be going to the Chargers game.
Oh, nice.
I might be the only one not going, man. I'm going to have FOMO, but got all these damn kids, bro. I don't know what to do. But that'll be a good show next week, too. So let's hope we have a good outcome this week versus the Raiders. And let's just hope for a good game, man. Like something entertaining and not so frustrating, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being frustrated.
Yeah, we're at the point now where it's whatever.
Oh, no! We suck again!
We suck again, Max.
Maybe Bajan will surprise us all.
Maybe we'll be good next week. Who knows, my friend?
Hey, maybe.
Flip a coin. That's who's winning this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I appreciate your support and always. You guys have been phenomenal. The show's been growing astronomically. I've been keeping track of the views, and I've been on so many different sites. I've been on Windy City End Zone, .football, the website. YouTube's been getting pretty popular. Chicago Bears fans forever with Alberto Valdez. He's been awesome. Been getting a lot of views on his website as also. So just want to say thank you to you guys hosting the show, believing in the show, and help marketing and getting it out there. We do this because you watch, and the feedback you guys have been giving has been awesome. So just want to let you know me and Max will appreciate it. And we'll keep on coming on here and crying every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for the rest of the season. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Love you. Bear down. Have a good rest of your week. Thank you.
Thank you. And go Bears!